It has come. Thank you, Jesus. Let me start again. Good evening. Good evening, YouTube family. I trust you are good. Good evening, Facebook family, and I trust everyone is good. Yeah, it is already late in the night, but I said let me come and talk to you guys for at least 1 or 3 minutes, or 5 or 10, before I go to bed. Because yesterday I didn't come live because I finished my work late and I was very tired, so I didn't do anything. So today, still, I have finished my work late, but I said, let me come and do something with you guys. Yes, so yesterday I promised I had a gist, but today, I think I'll gist you next time, but today I want to talk about we all need it in all stages of life. Okay, let's go again. Yes, I said that I'm going to talk about an important topic which we all need in all stages of life, and this is what we call patience and resilience. Yeah, when you I don't know what happened to me. Anyways, when you hear patience and resilience, you may think these words are the same, but they are not the same. To me, I'll explain like patience is like learning to wait without giving up. That is patience. You learn how to wait without giving up. And for the resilience, that resilience is learning to learning to going, keep going without giving up. Even if the road is very difficult. For example, when we are in school, studying is a resilience because not everyone can go to school and learn and finish. That is a resilience. And patience is just never to give up. So they work hand in hand. And yes, they work hand in hand. Then I'll take myself as an example. When I came into this house became difficult for me, and I thought I couldn't manage a week. Yeah, I couldn't manage a week. But through patience, I said, let me wait a bit. Let me wait a little bit longer. Let me do this. Let me do this. So I was waiting and resilient enough to inhale all the difficulties I was facing on a daily basis. For example, my madam she wasn't good to me in the beginning. She was so rude. And she's talking bad, she's loud, and I thought I couldn't manage. But because I didn't want to give up, I said, let me try, let me push. That is the resilience. And I waited patiently, and my resilience to inhale all the difficulties I was facing. Right now, I can see the big burden which was big on my head is now just coming down a little bit. It is coming down, and I'm starting to enjoy my job. So that's why I came out and I said, let me come and share with you guys. You might be going through some difficult situation and you want to give up. Please don't give up. Your time of peace is coming and it is near. Just hold on. Hold on. Be resilient enough to inhale every difficulty you're facing on your journey of success. Okay? Tonight, as I have explained about patience, for me, patience doesn't mean I stop working towards what I want. No, it means I continue doing my part while accepting that accepting that some things take time. Mm? Yeah, accepting like some things take time. Or if I wasn't waiting patiently, maybe I would have gone back to my office, right? But I said, no, let me not give up. And then resilience came in. I inhaled all the difficulties I was facing on a daily basis. Let me tell you guys, the madam could quarrel, the children quarrel. This one is shouting, another one is shouting. Today you have not cooked so well. We are not going to eat. That difficulty, yeah. You have worked so hard, no appreciation. Everything is. You cook like this, and she says, no. You cut so big. The next day you got small, and now you say, I didn't want too small. I want, and you say, oh my God, should I even give up? I did not give up, guys. I said, no, I must be waiting patiently and resilient enough to inhale all the difficulties I was facing. Right now, the burden is coming down. Hmm? The burden is coming down, and I have started enjoying my job here. And even my body has excelled to work under pressure. I thank God for that. Give everyday examples. Building a house. eh? If you are not patient enough to build a house, you will not build it. Because a house, you can't build a house in one day. It takes time and strategy. Resilient enough to inhale everything that is coming along its way. Mhm. If you say like that, I'm going to start building a two-bedroom house, eh? You are going to be patient because that two-bedroom house, it is going to take time. And the resilience is going to come in when you are not giving up. Even whatever difficulties you are facing, you might be facing price fluctuation, prices are increasing, but you are not going to stop because you said you are going to build a home, you are going to build a house. You understand? It's the same as the jobs we are working with. Hmm? You even if you see something very difficult, as long as your boss has not chased you, I will stay. Yes, stay and work. Stay and work. Okay. Another example of patience and resilience is like saving money little by little. Mm. You can't say in 1 month I want to have 10 million, yet you are earning 1 million on a monthly basis. If you want to have a 10 million in 1 month, that means you are going to do, how do we call it? Ogenda kola emize egitali mituufu because you want to earn bigger than the salary you're earning. So saving 10 million, it needs you to have patience, and it needs you to be resilient enough to achieve that goal. Little by little, you say, in period of 6 months, I want to save 10 million shillings. Then you will be saving little by little on a monthly basis. So in the stipulated period of time, you will earn it. Resilience, that means you are even going on to do what you feel like you want and you do what you need. Okay? I don't know whether it's even making sense, but it. Another example of patience and resilience, building a YouTube channel, building a Facebook page, building a TikTok page, building an Instagram page. Patience, resilience. You don't give up. Provide content on a daily basis. Whether people are watching or they are not watching, just provide content. Post, 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 post as much as you can. You understand? Patience, resilience. You are waiting, but still you are pushing. You are not just seated there and wait. No. Ne Katonda ayamba yekola batya? Ayamba yeyamba. Okitegedde? This is not what Jesus preached, that if someone beat you on this cheek, you put on another cheek and be slapped. No, no, no. Push yourself out there if you want to be known. If you want to grow your social media handles, put yourself out there on a daily basis. Don't stop. Another example. Let's take learning a skill. You will not learn a skill in one day. It needs time, it needs you to be patient, and it needs you to be resilient. You are not giving up on that skill you want to earn. For example, you want to be a content creator. You will not just sit there and say, I'm a content creator. No. You are going to come out, shoot, post, shoot, post. Every day you are learning a new skill, editing, how to post, how to upgrade, color grading, everything you are learning with the patience and resilience. You must be resilient to earn what you want to earn in this life. Okay. Another example is like recovering from a disappointment. It needs time, patience, and being resilient enough. People have disappointed us in many occasions. But that doesn't mean we will stay disappointed for the all of our lives. We have to move on. Don't stay in one place because this person has disappointed you and you stay there. No. Move. Move patiently and resilient enough to achieve more than you have been achieving. Waiting for the right opportunities. You don't give up. And that right opportunity, it is going to come when you're putting in more effort. As you are waiting patiently, you have to be resilient enough to put in more effort to achieve that bigger opportunity you want in life. For example, I will take myself as an example. I love adventures. I love to travel. But I will not just sit there and say, I want to travel to this country. I want to travel to this country. I have to put in. I have to invest in. Okay. Building a relationship, not from the blue, and you say, this is my boyfriend, this is my girlfriend, this is my husband, this is my wife, this is my friend. No. Time, patience, resilience. Can you resist some bad habits from your spouse? If you can resist it and say, okay, manage this, then you're building a beautiful relationship. You don't just rush and move out. Starting over financially, time, patience, resilience. Okay. If I can ask a question, what are you currently waiting for? I can ask you that question. I can also ask myself the same question. What am I currently waiting for? If I'm to answer that question, I'm waiting to receive big news about my project. and I'm super excited. But that good news, I have to be patient so that I receive the good news. I have to be resilient enough. I have to invest in. Yeah, because just waiting to say, okay, your construction has reached here. I have invested patiently. What happens when life doesn't go according to your plan? You give up. Don't give up. Be resilient. Okay? Ah, resilience isn't never falling. Resilience is learning how to get a backup. Okay? When you're working, okay, you must have a plan B. Plan B. Okay? You should know that, for example, you are earning 1 million on a monthly basis. Think about it when that job, you have lost that job. What next? Plan for it. Okay. If you don't want to go back to work for someone else, have you planned for yourself? Have you saved enough for to start over, to start your own business? Have you planned to become a content creator, or you just wake up from the blue and you start to be you call yourself a content creator? No. You're going to plan for it, be resilient enough, because you are going to see bullies, every sort of people. They will judge you. People are going to judge you more, especially when you're starting. It's the same as the business. When you have just opened up a business, people will come and mock. Kano tekagenda kula, kano ka business wa tekagenda kulirawo, ambi sente ze zamusaze, biki okitegedde. But if you are resilient and say, I must stay, and I'm here to stay. After 6 months, the same people who came and mocked, they will come very surprised and say, business has grown. Thank God. Those are the people. Resilience. Okay. Okay. There is a question. Let me read this question. I'll be answering if I'm the one asking myself. What is something life has put that made you stronger? For example, me myself and I have gone through a lot. That's why I'm a very strong woman. I became a very strong woman at my childhood stage. I remember my first encounter of something difficult in my life. I was in primary six, 11 years old. One of my elder sister said something I'll never forget in my life. I've never even shared it with anybody except my mother. I asked her, but I didn't get a correct response from her. My sister from another mother, same father, she said something when I was 11 years, P6. She said, if I ever go to my mother's house, my young sisters could hide their panties, underwears. I was 11 years. I didn't know my mother by then because she left us when we were still very young. I couldn't even imagine how my mother is looking, how her face, nothing. It made me cry that day. I went to bed and cried that my older sister, she, uh, she was just married a year before. She came to our father's home with a baby after her marriage just to come out for a visit. And she said what she said. But I grew up with an open mind, and I said to myself, the day I'll meet my mother, I'll ask her what happened. But when I finally found my mother, I asked her. She didn't even give me a correct response. So from that day on, I even became stronger. I even started to think beyond imaginations. Mm. When I grew up, God gave me a chance. I got a good job. I got a good home. My house was very good at my young age. I left my sisters in the village. My sisters from another mother. I could afford to bring one by one to stay with me. I couldn't. You know why? Because my older sister said something years back that whenever I happen to go to my mother, they should hide their panties. That one thing prohibited me from bringing my sisters to my home. One, I didn't want their panties to get lost. You understand? Because I was living alone and sometimes I could check for my panties, my bras, I could not get it. But after like 1 month, I do general cleaning and I see them. So I didn't want that to happen. I left them in the village. Mhm. They suffered in the village. But me, I said no. To keep a good relationship with my family, I'll stay alone. They stay alone. What ekitugatta taata bamaama banjawulo okitegedde singa empale zaabwe zibulira ewaka wange oba okugenda kuba buzibu ki bunene. They suffered in the village. That decision which I made when I was young, I grew up with it till now. Till now. If you come to my home, hi Ruth, you're fine. Yes, I'm fine. Hi Nigel Victoria. Let me trust you're good. I'm also good, dear darling. So, when you come to my home, before you leave, I'll make sure all your belongings, you have them. That is a strong decision. Before you leave my house, please make sure everything you came with, you have them. May I have my own reasons, which I didn't want to disclose to my family. I want to be safe. Because you might go and then you say, empale yange nagyerabidde wagundi ate kaakati nakugamba empale tozireka wagundi. Okiwulidde? Make sure you go with your own belongings. Okay. So twabaddewa. I was just answering this question. What is something life has put you through that made you stronger? That's what I say. I have shared that. Another situation that made me even stronger becoming a single parent at a young age. Oh, God. Hey. You know, sometimes I look and I laugh at myself. But that was it. It was the biggest. How can I say it? Ah, Anag. The best decision I have ever made in my life, becoming a single parent at my young age. Because if I persisted, I don't know where I would have been by now. Ah, God, thank you. Sejusa kuba single mother. I was a single mother, but one person called me and told me I'm married. Okay, but I was a single parent. Ah, that was the best decision I have ever made in my life at my young age. I don't regret that decision because if I stayed with that man, I don't know, maybe I would have been dead by now. Eh, God, I beg you. Mm. Hannah, what is that something life has put you through that made you stronger? You can also put it in the comment section. Me, I have a lot. That's why I'm very strong. Nothing can shake me. Ah, I have gone through hell. I have gone through fire. By fire, by thunder. I survived. Okay, when I was talking about patience doesn't mean tolerating everything. I will still give you an example. Mm? Few days back, like 4 days back, mm, I felt like this patience is not enough to these people. I saw akamanyiro nga ka respect mother, respect. Okay. I saw these people nga balina akamanyiro kangi. Omwana akubogolera, omukazi n'akubogolera. So I said, if I don't stop this nonsense now, later it's going to become big. I told the woman, first of all, tondekanira. Mm? I asked her, lesh zalan ziyada. Bw'oba okolera mu bwe kyusa okitegeera. Lesh zalan ziyada. Mm? Lesh kalam ziyada. Ana married kalam ziyada. Married zalan ziyada. Mm? Ain't married ana low and maktab. Okay. I didn't say anything serious or anything big. I didn't shout too much. Mm? Because she told me that she does not understand English. So I made sure I bring out my small Arabic and I poured it out politely. Mm? Madam, ليش زعلان زيادة؟ ليش كلام زيادة؟ ما يريد أنا لو مكتب خلاص. Okay. He married. So she shouted, she shouted, she shouted. I didn't shout again. I just moved out and I went to do other stuff. She called the husband. Rose want to go to Maktab. Rose want to go to the office. Hey. Wanji mama. Yes. This is what I told you that if you are waiting patiently, Nenga waliwo that something is hindering you. Talk about it. Bwekaba kamanyiro kageme in a polite manner. Okay? Kubanga the more you stay in kamanyiro because you want to be patient. Bagenda kumanyira nnyo otuuleko nno okiwulira munange. nze saamugambye bingi, namugambye nze saagala kuyomba, saagala kundeekaanira, bw'oba owulira tonjagala nzizaayo gye wanzija. Ebyo ebigambo biba bimala, teweetaaga kuleekaana na mukamaawo. Okitegedde? Omuwa ebigambo ebiri point, yes. Teweetaaga kumunnyonnyola ti ate kino kiri bwe kiti, ate kino kiri bwe kiti, ate kino bwe kiri bwe kiti, no. Mugambe munnange, bw'obanga owulira nga ogenda kubeera oyomba ng'ondeekaanira, omboggolera, sibisobola nze ebyo, ŋŋamba mpola nja kutegeera. Bwe tusobola nzija wanzija. Ajja kutegeera, my dear, yasaze pressure. Yasaze pressure. Emirimu gitandise okunyuma. So omuntu buli w'abeera ng'akumanyira nakumanyira ng'osirika, bw'ovaako lumu omugamba tomuvuma wabula mubuulirire. Okay, clock it. Okiwulidde? We are talking about patience and resilience. Okay? Being patient doesn't mean allowing people to continuously hurt you. That is what I have said earlier. They are hurting you, you are keeping quiet because you want a job. They are hurting you for something you don't even know because you want to keep that job. No. Talk to them. Tell them, I don't need this, I don't need that. If you don't do this, let it be this. Network. Sorry. Hey. Network emanyi okubula. Naye ndabika nja kukyusa ndizeeko eno egundi endala kubanga wano eno ndaba eri fine. Okitegedde? Being resilient doesn't mean you have to stay in every situation. Sometimes resilience means having the office. Hey. Internet eganye. Olana YouTube was warning. Internet yagala kugaana kyokka nga I wanted to finish this. Okay? Kyekyo nno. Internet erabyaganisa. So, if we are to talk about the seasons of life, this could become the... Life has different seasons. By the way, there will be seasons when everything seems to be moving. And you see everything is working so well with